Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the next day of Boxtoberfest, the series where we are opening a different booster box from a different CCG every single day in October. Today it is going to be Bionicle, Quest for the Masks, the Rahi Challenge expansion. So Rahi Challenge is the only real expansion to this game. So there's the original set, which was just called Quest for the Masks, and then Rahi Challenge. There are a lot of places, including the Scry collectible card game checklist and price guide, which a lot of people use, which does list other things as part of the same game. Things like Borok, Swarm, stuff like that, all produced by Upper Deck, but even that book mentions that they have different backs, they don't follow the same numbering system that these use, and they have a different rule set, which seems to be everything in a different CCG. The only thing is that those other ones have in common are they are Bionicle CCGs made by Upper Deck. Those next few that come out, which are listed in there, also don't even have randomized cards, they just have decks. But enough about that. I did mention the numbering system, so the cards in this set are going to be numbered from 221 onwards. So you see we have 90 new cards in the set, and each pack has 5 uncommons, 3 rare, and 1 ultra rare. But numbering will start at 221 because the original set had 220 cards in it, and this just builds off that. I do wish I'd been able to get a box of the first set, but as it just so happens, this is what someone on one of the groups had for sale. Okay. So it does say 1 foil card inside of every pack, and these do say they're first edition. I know from opening, I think, 1 pack of the first set I opened for one of my videos, they do say first edition on the card itself, so that does mean there is a difference between a regular and a first edition set. Stated odds reflect the entire print run, which is weird because the only odds it's put on say what's in a pack. Alright, these packs are slightly see-through as well, just on the back. Alright, what we got? So starting out with 7 of 10 and 8 of 10 expansion rules cards, so just a bit extra there. So we must start off with, this must be our ultra rare then, because it said 1 ultra rare, 3 rares, and 6 commons. So they do say first edition, they always just have the words first edition on them. So this is a mission card. And then we have Menace versus Pahadu. So these, it's kind of weird. So they do have some cards in the game or in these packs which can be used for rules and playing the game. Some are just art cards with a description on. So these cards here you don't actually use as part of the game in any way, it seems. And then so you have a Taraka versus No Karma. So these are just for very nice artwork. But it's a bit weird. I do know that it's weird that they're in a set like this. Nuirama versus Nuju. Also, I don't know what is the uncommons. Maybe these were the uncommons that are upside down. So you have an effect card. So this one is part of the game, so you can see that they do have the Rahi Challenge stuff on the back. Another challenge. A Rahi Defend. Another Rahi Defend. And another mission card. I'm sure this will start to make a little bit more sense as we go on. Those art cards and stuff, as I'm sure you saw, were numbered within the set, so it is part of the set collection. Just a weird one. So we have, I'm guessing this is 9 and 10. Yep, 9 and 10 on our rules cards. And then we have a foil challenge card. It says 900 or 1,000 if played with Tarakava, 1 per deck. These look, on camera, these look really, really dark until you catch them with the light and then you can barely see them. But they are actually quite nice and shiny in real life, so it's not as bad as it looks. So these are going to be our art cards. I'm just going to flip them over and just show the art when it's the art cards. And then we have a challenge card, an effect, Rahi Defend, another Rahi Defend. I'm not sure if these have separate names. I don't think they do. I think there's just a lot of cards with the same name, and a mission card. I think it is possible to get a full set within one box, but I think you have to be a bit lucky on that. So that's 1 and 2 of our rules expansion. Our foil is a Nui Yaga, swimming. There's our art cards. The art and stuff on them is nice. I just think it's a weird decision to put them in and make them part of the same numbering. Because especially with the numbering being on the back, so you don't actually get to see the art if you bind them up by number or whatever. A mission, an effect, Rahi defend, a challenge, and a mission. I think it's going to be an ongoing theme that most of the cards from the set are just going to be challenges or missions. I think a lot of the point to this expansion was for them to add a lot to the complexity of the game. So that's why there's just a lot of different effect cards, a lot of different ways to play. Right, we've got a foil Rahi defend this time. So play after your opponent challenges you, the Rahi challenge is stopped. So let's say we get 3 art cards in each one. I don't know if the art cards are going to be the uncommons or not. I'm really not sure. Then we've got a mission, a challenge, a reward, an effect, and a challenge. I believe the first set did have foil and non-foil versions of some cards, but I think that was they had different numbering and stuff, so it wasn't so much a variant as it was just numbered at the end of the set. But I don't know that for 100%. I think that's how it worked. Anyway, we've got a foil effect card this time. If the Rahi challenge is successful, your opponent loses 5 turns. You cannot use any 2 Rahi cards during your 5 turns. Right, I mean, I don't know how to play this game, but that seems absurd. Then we have some art. A challenge. I do like that all of the art is made out of, regular Lego Bionicles rather than being illustrated. An effect, a challenge, a Rahi defend, and a challenge. Alright, we got next. It is a foil mission card. So I keep looking to expecting the mission stuff to have subheadings or something else that I could be reading out for the names, but no, we just have a mission card. Then we have some art, a challenge, an effect. I don't like to keep moving stuff upside down. Different challenge, Rahi defend, and a different challenge. I know that the first set of this game definitely did survive around long enough to get an unlimited print run. I'm not 100% sure if this one did. Everything I've seen so far has been first edition. It might be one of those ones where this is either a false first edition, meaning everything is first edition, or if it's one of those games where the first edition is way more common than the unlimited one. Unsure. Now we have a foil Tarakava Strength. Just going to sort the cards out. Right. Some art. A mission. Effect. And penalty. So it feels like the art cards might be... I was about to call them the uncommons. This game claims it has uncommons, rares, and ultra rares. So they might be the rares, with the foil being the ultra rares, of course, and then the other cards being the uncommons, which are commons. Anyway, we have a penalty card in this one. Flip. Some artwork. An effect, a mission, effect, Rahi defend, and challenge. I can see myself that when I get around to putting this game in a binder, I'm going to want a second set of the art cards, so I can have them with the number showing within the main set, and then put the actual art showing towards the back of the binder. So you have Muraka, Swimming or Vision. Here are our art cards. We have a challenge, an effect, Rahi defend, a challenge, and a mission. I know the first set's first edition had a bit of an interesting story around one card that just didn't appear in first edition and then ended up being very, very rare in Unlimited. Don't think this set has anything quite as exciting as that, unfortunately. It would give me a bit more to talk about. Alright, we have an effect Rahi card. If the Rahi challenge is successful, your opponent loses a great mask of your choice. Here's our artwork next. We got a challenge, an effect, Rahi defend, challenge, and a mission. So when I first started, when Bionicle first came out, I should say, I remember that I had most of the stuff from the first wave of figures, like even the bigger ones that ran motorized. I remember having a lot of those, but I don't think I followed it on very far after that. Alright, we have a reward card. Game action. Play after completing a mission. Discard a lingering effect. You can't read that on camera at all. I definitely remember having these guys. They had the triggers on the back that made them punch, so I remember those. I don't remember those. And I don't remember... Well, I remember the standard Bionicles. Got a challenge, a reward, an effect, a challenge, and an effect. If I'd known that all of the cards we were opening only had about 3 different names, like if I'd done my research a bit better, I would have tried to come up with some more interesting Bionicle facts or stories, but hey, this is the world we live in now. A world where I didn't research properly. Alright, our foil for this one is a Nui Rama Speed. Is our art. I remember those guys. I had those guys. They had a little remote control and they scooted forward and then punched with their arms. A challenge, a mission, an effect, and a penalty. I remember after a while they released, like, I think booster packs, basically of the Bionicle masks, like of the actual Lego pieces, with dozens of different designs, and they all came in different colours and stuff like that. So, I remember buying a few of those. Okay, we have an effect, Rahi. There's the artwork. We have a challenge, an effect, Rahi defend, and a mission. This is mainly just getting me pretty excited to try and get a box of the first set at some point. Because I know that has cards in from when I opened them as well. They have cards that are like just the masks, and they look really cool. I really like those. So I'm excited for getting more of those at some point. Alright. I have a foil mission. This sort of art. There's more art. There's the punchy guys coming out of the water. We've got an effect card. A mission. An effect. An effect. And a penalty. I'm sure there are people who have, like, insane collections of the actual Lego Bionicle, and part of me wants to go and look those up, but part of me does not want to be tempted to start buying Bionicles. Because I have enough stuff in this house. Alright, we have a foil Nui Rama Flight. One of the art cards is different way around now. Alright. Oh, we got an effect card, a mission, an effect, Rahi defend, and a challenge. I think there was a couple of Bionicle masks that had like, super limited versions printed, like rewards for big Lego competitions or something, or right away, like I'm sure a lot of you have seen like the golden C3POs, and I think there's the white gold Boba Fett and stuff. There's some people I follow on Instagram who have big Lego stuff like that, and I think there's some Bionicle ones which look really nice. The masks are honestly the best part of Bionicle for me. I just think they're all really cool. Anyway, we've got a foil reward, some art, we've got a mission, challenge, reward, effect, and challenge. What is next? We have a foil Menace. That is one of the ones I remember. So these guys had 2 masks on them, and then they have a motor inside, so they go forward on there. I think the motor thing only had a couple of buttons, and one would make the left one go forward, and the other would make the right one go forward, so you had to balance it out, as to otherwise they would just spin in circles if you pressed one button. Oh, there they are again in cartoon form. And then we have a challenge, an effect, a challenge, a Rahi defend, and a challenge. Got a foil mission card, some nice artwork, challenge, effect, challenge, Rahi defend, and a challenge. Maybe if the channel gets super popular, or Patreon gets super popular, and we have enough money to buy all of the trading cards I want, I'll start a collection of just Bionicle masks, and I'll just have a wall in the room just full of Bionicle heads with masks on them. That would look cool. A wall full of Bionicle masks, I think, would look really cool. Alright, we've got a mission card. Here's our art. A mission, effect, effect, penalty, and effect. I know lots of like Pokemon collectors have PO boxes and stuff where people send them cards and stuff to open. So hey, I'm opening a PO box, but just send me Bionicle masks. So I'll buy my own trading cards, send me Bionicle masks in the mail. Alright, we've got a foil Menace, speed. We have artwork, as usual. We've got a challenge, an effect, Rahi defend, challenge, and a mission. We've got 4 packs left. We have an earthquake foil. Place this card on the game map to cover 6 spaces. These spaces cannot be entered by your opponent on his or her next 3 turns. Each of the art cards does have like a nice little write about what's happening in the art, but it'll take me forever to read through all that. We got a challenge, an effect, a Rahi defend, a challenge, and a mission. Next up we have a Cane Ra, strength or shielding. It's a very nice one. Here's our art for this pack. We have an effect, a mission, an effect, Rahi defend, and a challenge. Second to last pack. We got a foil challenge for 900 or 1000 if played with Menace. And then... oh, that's cool artwork. Everything on fire. We got a challenge, a reward, an effect, a challenge, and a challenge. Okay, final pack. Final pack of the box. We have got our final foil. Is a foil Rahi defend. Having to orient everything. We got a challenge, a Rahi defend, and a mission. Alright, so that is the end of the box. I will admit that was not probably one of the most visually interesting to open, because it was a lot of just fleshing out the gameplay. But hey, we did get a foil in every pack, so we have a lot of nice foil Bionicle art. I'm never going to be too unhappy with that, and hopefully I will get to open a box of the first set at some point in the future. And speaking of boxes, we are, of course, in Boxtoberfest, so you'll be seeing a different booster box every day this month. Tomorrow, it's very hard to fit on camera, we're opening a Star Wars Destiny box. This is from the Way of the Force expansion. I've opened some Star Wars Destiny on the channel before, but this is my first box of this set, so hopefully some of you guys come back to check that out. I will see you then.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!